Select the one word or phrase that needs to be used in place of the underlined text to make the sentence correct, or indicate that the underlined text is not in error. In fact, we know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the sea floor. Just over 20% of the ocean bed has been mapped. Before taking a look at our choices, let's see if we can find an error in our underlined phrase. Here we see a comma separating two independent clauses, or clauses that each have a subject and a predicate. The subject of the first clause is we, with the predicate being no, and the subject of the second clause is the ocean bed, with the predicate being has been mapped. With this in mind, we can apply the rule that a comma is too weak to be separating two independent clauses. We need something stronger, like a period, semicolon, or conjunction. With this in mind, we can see that this phrase has an error, and we can now take a look at our other choices to see what alternatives they offer. B. Floor, semicolon, just. We just established in the previous choice that a semicolon would be an appropriate way to connect these independent clauses. This being the case, this is likely our answer, but we can take a look at the remaining choices just to be sure. C. Floor, colon, just. A colon's job is to introduce lists or texts, or for emphasis or clarity. We don't find any of that in the clause following just. We simply find a continuation of the idea brought up in the previous sentence. This clause expounds and expands on what was previously said. This being the case, we can see that a colon wouldn't be sufficient here, and we can mark this choice as incorrect. And D. Floor, just, with no punctuation. As we're dealing with two independent clauses, it's clear we need some sort of punctuation to separate them. Otherwise, we're dealing with a run-on sentence. This being the case, this choice can be marked off, and we can mark our original answer, choice B, as our final answer.